Dr. Murray, what are some specific examples of drugs that really do more harm than good?
Classic examples are these non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs that are used in osteoarthritis. For example, the newer drugs like Vioxx and Celebrex, more Americans have lost their lives by taking these drugs than we lost Americans in the Vietnam War. Unbelievable. Over 60,000 people took these drugs and lost their lives. Every year it seems like the drug companies come out with a new drug for type 2 diabetes, and these drugs all have problems with side effects, and sometimes the side effects are fatal. For example, the drug Avandia, which was brought to market with much ballyhoo as the answer for type 2 diabetes, when they finally got around to doing legitimate research on it, when they took diabetics and divided them into two groups, one group got a placebo, so they were basically untreated type 2 diabetics, and then the other group got the drug Avandia. They then found out that the group taking the Avandia had a 64% increase in fatal heart attacks. That's the biggest killer of people with type 2 diabetes. So the drug actually increased mortality in patients with diabetes. And it's just, it's just one example after another in the book. And those are two of the best examples where these drugs definitely have done more harm than good.
Who can we look to be able to suggest to us what we might be able to do as an alternative to these drugs?
Well, I think a good naturopathic physician would be a good place to start. Unfortunately, it's a small profession, so people are really going to have to research on their own and trust voices out there that are really trustworthy. There's some good physicians that have dedicated their lives to educate and inspire people to take the more natural approach to their health problems. And so I would encourage people to educate themselves and look to these experts for guidance.